If throwing fire and fury from the skies tickles your fancy, or running around in a powered exosuit in the middle of a sci-fi universe does the job, then you might just like Anthem. But before you go running off to pre-order the game and just start hopping on the hype train, a little bit of information might help you go a long way. My name is StormKatt, and these were my impressions of the VIP demo. Starting off with the first day, left a lot to be desired. Hours were spent waiting at the login screen just to be able to get past the login servers, which crashed at least once. And then even if you were able to get past that, you would get stuck occasionally in infinite loading screens, making you have to completely close the game out, start back all over again from scratch, which would then get you stuck back in the same routine of hoping to get past the login servers and then hopefully past the actual servers and into the game. But once all those issues were passed, once I was able to actually get into the game, I had a blast. I'll flat out say it, I had a blast. Because while EA did exactly what EA normally does, and skimps out on stuff that needs to be there so that way a demo, a beta, whatever, a game would be able to work effectively, BioWare has met their standards, and I was very happy with what content I was able to see. Gameplay was a little clunky, but that was to be expected because they'd even told us, for whatever reason, they decided to go with a build 6 weeks older than what they currently had set up for live. Which, I can kind of get away with that, but don't call it a demo, call it a beta, because that's what it was. We were playing a beta, and as far as betas go, for a beta it was good. Minus the EA bullshit. But that pretty much was a guaranteed. Everybody knows EA is going to mess up something somewhere along the lines. EA did exactly that. That was to be expected. BioWare has met their standards. I was completely happy with the gameplay elements that I was able to get around with. Combos are fun. That's also going to be a very big thing to gameplay. I might make a video about that at some point in time with some more gameplay footage, but I digress. With the storyline aspects towards the characters that were in there, you only get to see a little tidbit of it. Matthias is the main character for the storyline. You'll get 3 missions with him, and even with those 3 missions and those 3, well, I say 3, but there are more cutscenes, you really do get a sense of the depth of the characters that they have in there. Not only the freelancer that you play, but even like Matthias himself has a depth that you would normally expect from a BioWare game. So, like I said, I was quite happy with the gameplay features and all that I was able to do within the demo. Of course, once you complete the storyline, the only 2 things you'll really have left are customizing your javelin, running around and doing the strongholds, or free play, if that tickles your fancy. Free play, the map, you get about, I want to say, a third of the map maybe, of the current map at least anyways. Somewhere between a quarter to a third, which is, you would think is not big when you actually see the physical map, but you can't think of it on a standard XY axis, 2 dimensionals. You have to think of it on an XYZ axis, which basically is 3 dimensions, because you might see 2 feet, we'll say, on a map, but you'll get 30 feet in depth on that map alone, just with how they have the whole entire map set up. If you've kept up with developer live streams, other content from other creators, then you'll know that even if you fly 20 feet in one direction, you might have a couple miles worth of depth between where your character is and where the bottom of the actual map is. And even better, the developers have even hinted that they will add more areas to the map after live. So whatever map we currently have is not set in stone. And that's probably the nicest thing about the world that they've created with Anthem itself, is that the world is just that dynamic. And they've hinted at shaper storms, which are basically storms that are created from the leftover technologies of the gods of the world that are just mysteriously known as the Shapers, and they left the world of Anthem in a half-completed state. So that gives them plenty of lore-based opportunity to expand upon the world, and even if they so see it, they can completely rechange any of the current and existing areas too. So all in all, Anthem from a lore and a perspective and a gameplay perspective, BioWare itself has once again met their standards, if not started to try to exceed them. EA itself needs to keep their fingers out of the cookie jar. They need to let BioWare do what they do best, and then they can have a game that is a blockbuster hit. But if EA does what EA does, and they jump into the middle of it, they try and, start having pay-to-win microtransactions and other stuff, other than BioWare forcing them to try and keep it to cosmetic only, then at that point we might actually have a good game. Otherwise, EA is going to fuck it all up. And hopefully that won't be the case, but we'll have to wait and see. But all in all, from the VIP demo, I would have to give it a 6 out of 10, mostly because the first day, the login issues, the infinite load screens throughout the entire VIP demo made it hard to play, and you spent more time making sure you didn't get the infinite load screen than you did actually playing. But hopefully for the open demo, that will be fixed, because they're already implementing the social space, I even forget the name of it. I'm completely drawing a blank. But they have a social space. It's the launch bay. There we go. And since they're adding that feature in for the open demo, then they also should be putting in patches to the infinite bug fix and a few other things. So all I can say is 6 out of 10 for the VIP demo, but I will reevaluate the open demo when it comes up on February the 1st, 2019. So hopefully it'll be a lot better then, and we'll just have to wait and see. But all in all, I am very hyped for the game. I've tempered my hype just because, it's EA as a publisher. They have screwed things up in the past. They'll screw it up again. We'll just have to wait and see for what happens at live. But I am cautiously optimistic for the game's release, and hopefully this will be the thing that, actually gets me to stop playing Destiny 2. But we'll have to wait and see. So all in all, for those of you who actually watched this little short video of mine, I thank you very much for taking time out of your day to watch this. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll probably be putting the occasional video out. More often than not, I will be archiving all my live streams to the channel. They'll be in the live stream recording playlist if you want to check on those, see past videos. If you also want to check out my Twitch, see whenever I'm live, just go to twitch.tv/StormKatt. Or click the link up at the top of the banner. So all in all, I thank you all for watching, and fly safe, freelancers.